You know what, ladies and gentlemen? Oh. Hello everybody, this is your boy Chris Blackthorn Harris coming to you one more again with another video. Let's talk anime wrestling episode 7. Boy, episode 7. This talking about spin-offs from other series. Let's just say these other series are based on boxing. So, before we get started, subscribe, hit that like button, and leave a comment below. I like those comments right there. Nice comments. And tell me what you think about this video. You ready? Let's get ready to rumble! First of all, let's talk about some spin-offs of anime wrestling series that should be in an anime wrestling series based on hajime no ippo, aka Fighting Spirit, Rin Nori Kokiru, or as I finally found the English title for that boxing series, amateur boxing series, Put It All in the Ring. That's right, Fighting Spirit and Put It All in the Ring. First, let's start off with Hajime no Ippo, aka Fighting Spirit. If they was to make a number 2, a chapter 2 to Fighting Spirit, it would be a anime Fighting Spirit, a wrestling anime Fighting Spirit, where after Ippo's last boxing match and Takamura becoming the unified super middleweight champion, I wonder, how will Fighting Spirit 2, Chapter 2, goes out? Like say, I don't know, how about we do a little plot summary to it? Like say, a kid by the name of Ryuga Takashi. I like that. I like where they're going. Who goes to a wrestling event after being in another fight and he gets suspended for it. But he don't know what to do with himself. His dad tells him that he need to get a job and stop staying around the house because he's suspended for being delinquent. But you know what? This is a rising to stardom of being the most greatest wrestler of all time. Ryuga Takashi sees a mask, puts it on, and then runs out to the Korakuen Hall, New Japan Pro Wrestling ring. Did I say that right? Korakuen Hall? Yeah, I think I did. And he gets into the ring and defeats, well, Losnes J. Jepion, Evil. When people trying to find out who he was, nobody cannot find him. They don't know who he was. Until one day, the manager of New Japan Pro Wrestling, NJPW, finds him. I think I like how I'm doing this story. It's a summary, maybe. And to ask him, do he want to join NJPW? He tell him no, he don't got time for that. But you know what? I will tell you this right now. They show a camera where he enters the building wearing a wrestling mask, tights, and gloves. Saying, you sure this is not you putting on a wrestling mask? How about we have a talk with your parents? But you know what? He gets scared about when his parents be brought up. Because they're very strict parents. They don't want their kids to be hurt. Over there in Japan, you know how it works. Very strict parents. They don't want the kid to be hurt. But when he signed that contract, his first match will be against Evil of Los Nes des Jepion. Now I wonder how you think this kid, Ryuga Takashi, or are they gonna call him Kid Fireball? See, when you wear a mask, you gotta have an alias. And well, with the flames on his mask, I say otherwise. So creators of hajime no ippo, or aka Fighting Spirit, let's see can we make that into turn that from a boxing series into an anime wrestling series. You ready? Up next, for the next anime wrestling spinoff to Ringnori Kakero, an amateur boxing anime. I gotta tell you from boxing because you know dang well they wore nothing but shirts. Amateur t-shirts during the World Amateur Boxing Junior Boxing Championships. You know that that was amateur boxing at its best. But if I was to put it like this, I would say the same thing. Because the idea came to me during the Pacific War. Where the little dude, I forgot his name, he had returned home for a little bit of R&R to visit his parents. Visit his mother and his sisters and his siblings, But you know what happened? I'ma tell you what happened, people. This boy was about to get his ass whooped by a bunch of gangsters after he won fourth place in the Japan Champion Carnival, where we got a glimpse of what do they call him? Oh yeah, the Blue General will look like as a kid. You know who I'm talking about. NJPW's very own, wait for it, Yuji Naiga. You know what they call him? The Junior Wrestling Champion. This dude was running until he saw his friend being in trouble. But when he got up, after flipping a teenage delinquent gangster, his hoodie came off, revealing who he was. He was Yuji Naiga, the Blue General, as a teenager. You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm saying. So, put it all in the ring as an anime wrestling series. Put it all in the ring too as an anime wrestling series. Just gave us an Easter of what would have happened if they was to make from an amateur boxing to an amateur wrestling series. Yuji Naiga, people. Yuji Naiga as a teenager, and they described him as the junior wrestling champion. Do you know what that means? I'm going to tell you what that means. That means we would have seen them wearing nothing but, well, what the other wrestlers will be wearing. Tights. And I'm not talking about just any tights either. I'm talking about tights. I mean from shorts, knees, wearing mask, boots, hands wrapped, and oh, my favorite, elbow pads. Why I say it's my favorite? Because that means you're protecting your body as best as you possibly can. Oh yeah. With wrestling boots, wrestling knee pads, tights or shorts, short tights. That means we could have seen put it all in the ring too as the best. No. As the ultimate anime wrestling series. If that happens, that means one thing. We would have fun. We would have fun watching this series. We would have fun watching both Fighting Spirit and Put It All in the Ring version 2.0 as an anime wrestling series where we get to see other characters' point of view of, well, I can't believe I'm saying this, New Japan Pro Wrestling. Which means if Put It All in the Ring had Yuji Naiga as a teenager, doesn't that mean... Wait. Doesn't that mean that they might have Takashi, the Ace Nakura, Makabe, Hanya, and the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada. Oh yes, that would be the most best anime wrestling, amateur anime wrestling series of all time. One of these days, they gonna have to bring them back. Kakero, or Put It All in the Ring, and Hajime the Ippo, aka Fighting Spirit. So, I'm your boy, Chris Blackthorne Harris. Why? Because in my wrestling style, I know how to bring down the thunder. And with the thunder, with one power bomb of a thunder,